Welcome to Russell Crowe being a psychotic Batman for 90 minutes, otherwise known as Unhinged.
Bruh.
So we start off with Russell Crowe just down bad in his truck, chilling outside a house at 4:03 in the morning. Is that a flip phone in 2020, my guy? And you can tell he's going through it. He's all moist, he takes his wedding ring off so his wife might have been smashing some other dude, and he's taking pills, but not swallowing them, he's crunching them like some damn Smarties. This is when I knew he was different. So it turns out this is where his wife and her new man are living, so he breaks in with a hammer, kills both of them, and sets the house on fire. Then he just drives away as the house explodes like he's in a damn action movie. Yo, this dude is a menace. After a weird montage about how trash our society is, we cut to our other main character, Rachel, who's going through a divorce and kind of a bum. Rachel lives with her son Kyle, her brother Fred, and Fred's girlfriend Mary. So Rachel is taking Kyle to school. Why she got him in the back seat like it's an Uber? And they pull up behind a truck at a stoplight. The light turns green, but the truck just sits there for the entirety of the green light, even after Rachel honks. So Rachel has to end up swerving around him.
Oh God!
And it turns out the person she was behind was the menace who just caught 2 bodies and burned down a house. And pretty much he's mad because he didn't get a courtesy tap. So he's like, hey, I'm sorry for being zoned out and possibly making your day worse. Now say it back, because you honked at me in a mean way. Rachel pretty much tells him to fuck off, which is when Russell Crowe gives us peak cinema.
I don't even think you really know what a bad day is.
But you're gonna find out. You're gonna fucking learn.
Then this man starts wilding out in the road for a little bit, but eventually drives off, which allows Rachel to finally drop Kyle off. This man was like 2 hours late to school. So Rachel agrees to meet with her divorce lawyer at a diner and stops to get gas on the way. And while she's in the store, she realizes that the menace is right behind her at the pump. How did he find her? Because he's Batman. She tells the people in the store that she thinks she's being followed, so a guy goes out to her car with her to make sure Russell Crowe doesn't do anything crazy. But the thing is, this man doesn't give a fuck. So he just hits the guy with his car, who then gets smacked by a Hyundai. But why did the car not swerve out the way or even slow down until after it hit the guy? Dude got the equivalent of an anime truck death. So the menace drives up to Rachel, they get to a stoplight and he just starts ramming into her car, just obliterating her bumper. We then get this lame ass car chase when Russell Crowe reveals that he has Rachel's phone.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
So either she left her car unlocked at the gas station, anyway, she ends up getting away from him, but she's pretty distraught, so she just chills in a parking lot. Meanwhile, the menace hijacks the meeting Rachel was supposed to have with her lawyer, posing as some dude named Tom Cooper, and he's still sweating his ass off. The lawyer wants to know where Rachel's at, and the menace says he can get her on the phone. So he calls his dusty ass flip phone that he planted in Rachel's car. Russell Crowe essentially tells Rachel that he's gonna ruin her life, which makes the lawyer ask for his phone back, and Russell just cracks a mug on the dude's face. He then proceeds to ask Rachel if she's having sex with the lawyer, beats his ass some more,
I find that very hard to believe.
Oh my God!
and then stabs him in the neck.
Bruh.
But hold on, why did no one in the diner do anything? The NPCs in this movie are wild. After killing the lawyer, Russell Crowe calls Rachel again and then just turns into off-brand Joker.
Who's gonna die next, Rachel? Who's gonna die? Give me a name.
Or I'll just play Russian roulette with your contact list.
Really, nigga?
Rachel gives him a name, but instead of going to kill that person, he goes to Rachel's house because he expects her to call the cops. She got read like a book, so we're back at Rachel's house, and her brother Fred realizes that someone's there and grabs a knife. Then Russell Crowe comes out of nowhere holding his girlfriend Mary, who he clearly just assaulted. This man does not discriminate with his menace activity. Pretty much he tells Fred that we live in a society, and he's been slutted out by life, so now he's choosing violence as payback. So while Fred's holding the knife out, Russell Crowe pushes Mary into it multiple times, forcing Fred to off his own girlfriend. I don't even know what to say to this. He was really able to do this 3 times. During this time, Rachel goes to Kyle's school to pick him up. Russell Crowe is somehow tracking her location and tells her to get Kyle and drive away from the school or he'll kill Fred, who he now has tied up and is forcing to write a letter pretty much calling Rachel a garbage human being. He then forces Fred to read the letter over the phone to Rachel and plans to set him on fire before a cop pulls up. But this dude says fuck 12, lights Fred on fire anyway, and dashes away from the premises.
Fuck you.
The menace calls Rachel again and tells her that Fred's dead, and Rachel has had enough at this point, so she finally decides to go to the police station. On the way there, Kyle, the smartest character in the movie, brings up that the menace could be tracking them with Rachel's stolen phone if her tablet's still in the car, and Kyle finds the tablet taped under the seat. How did Russell Crowe have time to do all this? Kyle then uses the tablet to track Rachel's phone and realizes the menace is right in front of them, in a new whip at that. He's insane. But instead of just chilling behind him and taking the exit to the police station, which is only like a minute away, Rachel decides to drive right past him in this very recognizable car to get the attention of a police car up ahead, when there was no indication that Russell Crowe knew they were behind him. So of course he notices them driving by and rams into the back of the cop car that they're trying to signal.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Then the cop car gets demolished by this big ass truck. Another anime truck death. But this one was way worse because there was like 5 seconds between the car being stopped and getting hit. Why did it swerve after running directly over the car? The drivers in this movie are demons. So Russell Crowe is causing complete mayhem while chasing after Rachel and Kyle. Carfu! God damn. But they're able to lose him when they go to their old neighborhood, which apparently is pretty easy to get lost in. The neighborhood maze buys them enough time to go to their old house and hide, but the menace eventually finds them. However, Rachel pulls out a surprise attack and crashes into him with another car.
Fatality.
He should be dead, but he somehow gets out of the car 10 seconds after being hit with no additional injuries. The painkillers turned him into a man of steel. Then he just punches Rachel and goes for Kyle. And the sweating is just out of control now. Russell Crowe goes looking for Kyle, but Rachel finds him first. But she surprises him and makes him scream loud as hell, alerting the menace of their location. So he finds them and literally starts boxing both of them. He stomps Rachel out like Stone Cold, backhands Kyle.
Bruh.
Rachel tries to intervene and gets punched again. This man is giving out smoke to women and children because he got honked at. Remember that. Then this dude really starts trying to choke out Kyle, who's like 13. But Rachel jumps off the bed and stabs him in the eye with some candy cane scissors.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God!
She came down like Thor in Infinity War, but she actually went for the head. In typical thriller movie villain fashion, Russell Crowe has a little bit more life in him, so Rachel kicks the scissors deeper into his skull.
Here's your fucking courtesy tap.
Clever movie. Oh yeah, and Fred ended up being alive, but not his girlfriend. Unfortunately, she's still dead.
You didn't have to